Let's shift focus, shall we, and talk about Arsenal, who got a big 3-1 win over Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Here's a look at the match stats, and it was quite the performance from Mikel Arteta's men, which prompted a lot of people, including us, to say that Arsenal are quite possibly the best team in Europe, if not the world right now. Well, someone else begs to differ, and as Robbo hinted at it, it was Joshua Kimmich, the Bayern Munich midfielder. This is what he had to say. No, I don't think so. I think PSG was the toughest one, especially the way they play. Arsenal is completely different. They rely on set pieces. They love to play long balls. They love to fight for second balls. It was a completely different game than PSG. It was more a football game.
Well, the best teams...
Sour grapes?
Yeah, sour grapes. The best teams can win football games in many different ways. If they want to play football, Arsenal can play football. If they need to go long because the opposition are pressing them high up the field, they can go longer. If they want to get set plays and get them into the box with great quality, they can do that as well. So at the moment, along with PSG, who have got some outstanding footballers and play a great style of football, Arsenal are an all-round team, and they're very difficult to play against. Bayern Munich tear up the Bundesliga, and they've done it in the Champions League where they've scored goal after goal after goal. We saw the expected goals. I know you love the expected goals. 0.68 for Bayern Munich because they didn't create chances because Arsenal stopped them playing.
Well, nobody said Arsenal were the best team in the world.
No.
We said maybe. You didn't.
I didn't say maybe. I'm not getting tarred with that brush. I mean, getting carried away. I mean, they're strong at the moment, but you know. What's handed out pre-Christmas? Nothing. Absolutely.
Remember, Arsenal beat PSG at this stage last year in the Emirates 2-0 and thrashed them.
PSG was struggling. Yeah. And then when it really mattered, which is where Arsenal have struggled in recent years, where it has really mattered. So yeah, I mean, it's what they do after Christmas, after New Year, come March, come April and May, when it gets whether it's tight in the Premier League or not, or they're in the knockout in the Champions League. I don't know where they'll be, but they're certainly strong enough, squad-wise, to be in a very good position. Whether they will be or not remains to be seen.
And at this particular point, I don't think any team would want to play Arsenal. They're the team that are in form at the moment, I would say.
They are the team to beat, indeed, in the Premier League and the Champions League at the moment, I suppose. Of course, PSG as well. But Frank Leboeuf, did I hear a chuckle from you there when I was reading the quote from Joshua Kimmich?
Yeah, especially the last sentence, referring about the game that he played against Paris Saint-Germain. He said it was more a football game. What the hell that means? That means that Stewart, Craig, and myself, we didn't play football because we didn't play the tiki-taka. Like Bayern Munich yesterday, passing 465 passes and doing not having chances to score, or almost not chances to score. I mean, Arsenal adjust. It's football right now with the opponent that they have, and they're doing great. And that you have to refer that as a great team. Yeah, I'm with Craig, and you have to not be carried away because of what Arsenal is doing right now. Because we all know that that's going to be after winter that we're going to see what Arsenal really worth. But right now, I found Bayern Munich very impressive. When I saw the game in Paris Saint-Germain, I was at the Parc des Princes. That was the most impressive team so far. But seeing Arsenal being capable of dealing with Bayern Munich and winning 3-1, well, you cannot say that it's not, well, maybe it's not the best team. It's one of the best teams, for sure.
Darke, what say you? Best team?
No, not yet. You can't say that. I agree with Craig. There's no silverware handed out in late November. What they've proved is they're a very, very strong team at the moment. They may deliver silverware, but for me, Paris Saint-Germain were brilliant winners of the Champions League last season. Until anybody proves otherwise in the later stages of this competition, Paris Saint-Germain, I think, still deserve that accolade if you're having that argument. But Arsenal are good.
All right, well, let's...
And should be. With
the amount of players they've got, the squad they've got.
Liverpool, when we're talking elongated about Liverpool, nobody's going to be feeling sorry for the fact that they spent all that money and they're struggling. That's the same for Man City. When Man City were beefing up the squad and when they had injuries, nobody cared. You got a big squad, deal with it. Arsenal are the same. Gabriel's out. How's that going to affect them? Who cares? Crocodile tears. You have to handle it. And they've brought in players that have been able to do that and should be able to do it. Now, they're not the best team in England or Europe until the end of the season, and we know that. At the moment, they're the informed, one of the informed teams, but there's a big difference. Big difference to being an informed team and a successful team at the end of the season. And until that all comes out in the wash, I think we should be a little bit guarded about how we talk about some of these teams, because historically, some of these other sides have done a better job at the business end of the season of getting results at the best times. You look at Man City, you look at how difficult it was for them to win the Champions League. They should have won it. Could easily have won it. So easily, they should have probably won it, put themselves in good positions on 3 or 4 occasions before they did win it, but they crumbled, and either the manager got it wrong, or teams outfoxed them, or out-defended them, or whatever it was. Just pinpointed the weak areas of the team, and they struggled to get over the line when many people thought, right, they're going to dominate Europe and England for many a year, and they couldn't. They couldn't.
There was 3 key words that I think 3 of us used. At the moment.
At the moment.
At the moment. That's all we can say. At the moment.
Darke?
Yeah, exactly that.
And,
at the moment, I can't add to that.
Sorry. No, for me, yes, for me, but at the moment, but remember last season, I think Liverpool were first, they were on fire, and it was November. And they won the Premier League because they managed to deal with that, and because the other team couldn't react. But they lost in the Champions League, they lost in the FA Cup, they lost in the League Cup, where everybody saw them winning the winning everything, and it didn't happen. So again, let's not be carried away by what Arsenal is doing. They are at the moment very good, but we'll see at the end of the season.
Darke, you wanted to chime in?
No, I was just going to say, I'm thinking we're all asked, aren't we, at the beginning of every season to make predictions. Predictions make fools of you. I think one of the great things about this game is it's impossible to predict it. Among us, anyway.